Jai Shri Krishna. This is Mrs. Pushpa Agrawal presenting a summary of the second chapter of the Bhagavad Geeta. This chapter has 72 verses, and this is where the real teachings of the Gita begin. When Arjuna pushed aside his bow and sat down in the chariot in despair, Krishna said, "Arjun, get up and fight. Such behavior is unbecoming of the noble." Arjun replied, "Hey Madhusudan, how could I shoot arrows at Bhishma Pitamaha and Guru Dronacharya? These are my revered elders. It would be preferable to live my life begging alms instead." On hearing Arjuna's words, Sri Krishna said, "Arjun, how did such an impure thought even occur to you? This is your moment of truth. Don't be a coward, Parth. Fighting is the dharma of a warrior." Hearing this, Arjun said, "Hey Keshav, I am restless and overcome with grief at this time. I am your disciple. Please be so kind as to show me the path to my welfare." Krishna smiled and said, "Arjun, wise people grieve neither for the living nor for the dead. Understand this mystery of life and death. There was never a time that I, you, or these other people did not exist. Nor will there be a time without us in the future. Then why mourn anyone's death? Parth, that which is born is certain to die, and after death is certain to be born again. But yes, while the body may perish, the soul does not. The soul is eternally young, immortal, and everlasting. No weapon can wound the soul. Fire cannot burn it, nor water make it wet. Understand this as follows. Just as a person discards soiled clothes and puts on a fresh set, in the same way the soul, upon the death of the old body, enters a new one. Therefore, it is not right to grieve at the thought of their death. Arjun, you are a warrior whose duty is to fight. If you do not fight, you will be guilty of sin. Also, people will condemn you in different ways and say that Arjun did not fight out of fear. Therefore, get up and fight. Do not let even the thought of shirking karma enter your mind. Arjun, if you do not fight the war thinking of victory and defeat, or gain and loss, that is also improper. Just focus on doing your karma. Arjun, in any case, the duty of a human being is only to perform his karma. He has no claim whatsoever to its fruit. Friends, this became one of the immortal teachings of the Gita. Shri Krishna continues, the question is not whether or not a person should perform karma. Action is indispensable. Instead, the question is, what is the sentiment that should inform human action? So hear me, Arjun. Just as a tortoise gathers up all its body parts inside the shell, a wise person also similarly absorbs his desires as well as the resulting passions of anger, greed, attachment, and hatred. Such a person is always in control of his mind and perpetually calm and happy, because he is neither overjoyed by happiness or gain, nor mournful when faced with sorrow or loss. Therefore, control your mind, Arjun, and carry out your warrior dharma without regard for the result. Rise, Parth, and fight. This is the end of the summary of the second chapter. Namaskar. Jai Shri Krishna.